I am so happy for what I'm seeing, yo. I show speed, my age, 20 years old, going across the whole continent of Africa, a continent where a lot of people are afraid of. They think it's just a continent of baboons, third class citizens, ain't nothing going on good over there, yo. But I show speed is like, yo, bro, let me go out there and show the world what Africa really has to offer, man. And I don't think he was really thinking about it like that when he did it. I think he just did it because honestly, Africa's a cool place. Like they got a lot of great geography, animals, people. But the problem is, for some reason, people in the West, people in Europe, people in Asia, people in the North America, people be thinking that Africa is some bottom feeding continent, yo. Like they just think we just got a bunch of witch doctors named Babatunde in the villages that be doing their witch hunt and stuff like that. They think that we got no cars. I literally seen people say, I didn't even know Africa had cars. Are you serious? I hope people realize this is a little history lessons, but back in like the 1300s, 1400s, bro, for a large majority of history, modern history, bro, Africa was the wealthiest continent in the world, bro. The amount of natural resources we have, tell me why all these countries, China, Russia, America, why do they all the European colonies, England, Italy, Spain, why did they all come to colonize Africa? Because they wanted to get money. You know, colonization always comes down to one thing and one thing only, and it's money. Look at you. Look at the United States right now with Venezuela, bro. They saw their oil. They're like, bet we're gonna go conquer that joint before China and Russia do, because that's what they were trying to do too. It's like, bro. Anytime countries try to go to another place, it's always for money, bro. Right? So Africa has a lot to offer, man, and it's really just how media wants to visualize it, how media wants to portray Africa to just be this terrible continent, you know what I'm saying, with terrible illiteracy and things of that nature. And I won't lie, parts of it is like that. I'm not gonna say Africa is a first class continent. Like it's definitely not like America, it's definitely not like England, but there's a reason behind that. People would just be thinking like there's not parts to Africa that are amazing, beautiful, bro. You see speed in South Africa, Angola, Botswana, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know much about Southern Africa because I'm from Nigeria. I'm a West African. That's more so my thing. I know West Africa, a little bit about North Africa and East Africa, but Southern Africa, I don't really know much about it. But man, when I see clips of his streams and I watch his streams, bro, Southern Africa is a beautiful place, man. I ain't gonna lie. And I definitely want to do that myself in the future, yo. If you want to see that type of content of me traveling across Africa and just the world in general, obviously on this YouTube channel, man, drop a subscription, man, and comment below where you want me to go. But yeah, man, back to iShowSpeed. Like honestly, his character development on the internet since the age of 15 has been insane. Like this guy, bro, used to be like, bro, everybody's worst nightmare. That like he would just be screaming, barking, just doing whatever and anything to be viral. But then I don't know what switched for him, man. It's like the guy has found a calmer demeanor. You get what I'm saying? Because of the platform that he has a lot of influence on people. Let's keep it a buck. And for him to be deciding to go to Africa to do this whole tour, honestly, I respect him heavily for it because he's really displaying the culture. And that's what something that Speed always does, whether it was in his European tour, Asian tours, the tour across America. He goes to places where people don't usually go to show the rest of the world what their culture is really like. And honestly, you just look at it in utter awe because it's like, wow, this is really tough. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I want to say from these streams that he's doing in Africa, it's like, bro, the people are amazing. The people give so much energy, bro. They're not disrespectful. And another thing. That's another thing the media be trying to twist up. People want to say Africans are baboons. Africans are disrespectful. They have no class. If anything, from what I've seen, it's the Europeans that have no class, bro. I've seen them throwing bananas, dressing up as gorillas all around Speed when he's in those countries, man. And it's just disgusting, bro. It's disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how could you be that blatantly disrespectful and racist? And that's what they want to paint Africans as. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, I'm from the diaspora. I was born in America. You can tell by my accent. I am not a bred African from the motherland itself. My family is. Literally everyone in my family but me is a African through and through. So I have secondhand Africanism. I've been to Africa. I've been to Nigeria. I haven't been in a minute, but when I went, bro, it was the most amazing time of my life, man. Like I had no care in the world. Yeah, I was 8 years old. But I was chasing goats everywhere. I was making friends. I was learning my language, my mother language. I can speak it. I can actually speak it because of that. Like I was learning a lot about my country and my culture, and it was just a great vibe as opposed to America. You could even see DDG, bro. DDG talking about how he feels safer in Nigeria compared to America because in Nigeria they steal because out of necessity because they have to. They're poor. People in America do it out of straight hate. They do it out of straight hatred, yo. I'm like, damn, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I still wouldn't want to live in Nigeria because it's still not safe per se, but I see where he's coming from. My point is, people really are very ignorant. Do I blame them? Honestly, nah. I mean, look, man, it's the same thing with religion. I'm not gonna get into that, but if that's not your culture, if that's not your religion, if that's not who you are, you're less inclined to really learn more about it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the education system in your country is literally forcing it like it's not even putting it in your face to show you what real history is. It's all the brainwashing and all of that. Did you know the richest man in history was from Mali? Mali is a country in West Africa. Mansa Musa, search him up. He was the richest man in history. And it was a man in Africa, yo. And you know how he was rich? Off of gold. Why? Mali has a lot of gold. Africa has a lot of everything, bro. They have a lot of oil. They have a lot of gold, cotton. I ain't trying to make a joke with that. That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Sugar, cement, anything you can think of. Bro, Africa is like a hotbed of just natural resources. That's why all these other countries from all these other continents have been trying to colonize it. And to this day, still try to take control over it. Nigeria has their own issues with oil companies like Shell and Exxon Mobil and all of that are literally, Nigeria is paying these gas companies from other countries to buy back their own gas. Does that make any sense to you? Does that make sense to you? No, that's why the naira is dirt. That's why the currency is in the ground. Bro, let's be real, man. Africa has a lot of potential. And iShowSpeed, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. The streaming that he's doing is amazing. It's a great platform for people to really see what Africa really has to offer. And I believe more and more people will want to come to Africa to visit, to tour it. The way that people want to go to Hawaii, the Bahamas, Maldives, the way that people want to go out to Asia, Japan, to tour, to be tourists and stuff. I think this is gonna show people a new side of Africa that they would love to tour as well, because Africa is a very beautiful place. And then from there, we can really figure out how to fix all the corruption, all the decades and centuries of just suppression and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shoot, man, that's why I just want to commend Speed, and it's cool to see because for me as well, I want to show love to where I'm from. You know, my family's from Africa, yo, and it's like it hurts me to see them always in uproar and upheaval, knowing that in the day to day, it's a very beautiful place to be, and there's amazing, beautiful, talented people there that just never get the opportunity to showcase who they really are and what they can do for the world. So shout out to Speed, man, and yeah, bro, let's see what else he has in store, man. I can't wait for him to pull up to Nigeria, gang. You know what I'm saying? We actually in the AFCON right now. We about to cook Algeria in the quarterfinals, man. Inshallah, we will win it all. That's facts. But I appreciate y'all for watching this other video. Rate it, comment down below how you feel about it. Do you agree with me? Are you enlightened by what I said about Africa? Are you interested in seeing content in Africa? Because I will probably go to Nigeria soon, man, to see my family and stuff like that. I got to go back to my roots. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Comment what you believe, if you agree, if you disagree. And I appreciate y'all once again, man. Just me telling my thoughts. Another day, another dollar, man. Peace in the Middle East, homies.